ambitions. Just one example, both our countries, both Saudi Arabia and India, have had successful space missions this year. We are both among the largest or quickest growing economies in the G20. And there's a lot of similarities between the theme of the G20 and the goals of Vision 2030, which sees sustainability, improvement, development, prosperity, not just for Saudi Arabia, but for the region and the whole world.
We have seen that in India's presidency, a lot of Arab countries, because Saudi Arabia is the only Arab country who's part of the permanent, who's having the permanent membership of the G20. But UAE is also invited. Then Oman is also a special guest for this presidency. We could say that there is a great Arab representation in this G20. What are the issues and how do the Arab world see, taking forward the partnership with India?
Well, look, first of all, as an Arab, it makes us feel very happy to be represented here. Of course, as you rightly pointed out, Saudi Arabia is the only official member of the G20. But the existence of Sultanate Oman and the United Arab Emirates, as well as Egypt, I believe, are special guests, is very important. Don't forget, Oman and the UAE and Saudi Arabia form the GCC along with other countries. There are 8 million expats in the GCC country, in the Gulf countries. Think about their impact in building these countries, in the services they provide, in the products that they survive, and the remittances back to India. So there are civilizational, cultural, historic, and economic relations between India and the Arab world. This is why the huge Arab presence in this summit does not surprise me.
What question, I'm sure you must have always been posed about this question, but India-Pakistan relation has always dominated the relation with the Arab world, and for long, Saudi Arabia, UAE have been supporter for the Pakistan. Has that hyphenation of India-Pakistan been removed from the Arab narrative or the Arab discourse? Now, does the Arab world or the Saudi Arabia, UAE or the prominent Arab players, they see India on a different pedestal?
Well, look, as I said, the Saudi-Indian relationship has improved dramatically due to the personal bond and matching of ambitions between the two leaders. Saudi Arabia has always been neutral when it comes to India and Pakistan, and more so now with the new foreign policy of Saudi Arabia, which is zero problems, which is using Saudi Arabia's political, economic, religious, and cultural power to try to mediate. And we're seeing this happen in Sudan, where Saudi Arabia and the United States are working closely to try to find a solution. We are seeing this with the recent deal with Iran, the Al-Ula Summit, which ended the GCC within the GCC rift. And as such, Saudi Arabia now more than ever emphasizes its neutrality, and whenever an opportunity arises, will use its political, economic, social, and religious might to try to foster relations, improve relations, and find a solution.
Your relations with India has definitely...
Z News.